was discussing Godfather of Harlem to get started. We got a little political intrigue going on and a little civil rights avengement going on on the newest episode of Godfather of Harlem. Do you know whether Rocket has watched the new episode or not yet?
We'll find out when when we talk to him, but I'm not sure. A matter of fact, if anything, if I know him, he's between that and that Hawks Knicks game.
Okay. We're gonna give him a holler to see what's up real quick. But yeah, any thoughts on that new episode? I mean, we was partying a little bit before we started, but any thoughts on the new episode, Will?
Bumpy just keeps proving that he is a mastermind. He pulls a lot of strings from a lot of different people to further his cause. You know, his favors always become favorable in his favor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I'm locked up. I got jammed up. You know, this and that. So I'm gonna do this, and I got the congressman eating out the palm of my hand because I did this thing. So now he's at the feds telling them he ain't so bad.
Right. And on the newest episode, what we had was we had Bumpy and Chin getting jammed up over the shipments. FBI came in, swooped them up. Bumpy went to the regular bank and they took Chin because you know he got the history of the
6 months psychiatric supervision.
Right, six months psychiatric supervision. So that's how basically the episode went, and we also had a search for the Freedom Riders, and the Freedom Riders it was Mississippi, right? Down in Mississippi that were captured and murdered and lynched down in Mississippi, and also we had Malcolm letting his nuts hang, basically.
Well, the second biggest thing, or I'm not even gonna say second biggest thing, 1 and 1A. So getting the Freedom Riders, bodies found,
right.
That was major. But to find out the connect was the snitch,
right?
And then to flush him out the way they did,
the way Bumpy flushed the connect out.
Yeah.
Hello.
Rags Too Smooth, Rocket. What's up, yo?
What's up?
Yeah. We just took off, yo. So we right now we talking about the Godfather Harlem right now. Did you caught up?
Oh, you talking about my man Bumpy J, Mr. Finders Keepers.
Mr. Finders Keepers.
Mr. Finders Keepers. My man said I know how to get out of jail.
Yeah. Remove this body, and I give you 3 more.
Straight. I give you the 3 that the whole country looking for.
Right. Exactly.
And now I ain't on papers no more.
At all.
Yeah.
Been free to do whatever.
Yeah, free to do whatever, business as usual. But I was just telling Mickens how Bumpy is the craftiest, slickest person on the whole situation, even down to how he got to connect the snitch on himself.
Right. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That part was hard too, yeah.
Because he made the connect really feel like they thought it was the other dude. The whole time he like, well, shit, if I get rid of him, they gonna be all for me. Nah, fam. I'm already on you. I'm already in your bushes. You heard me.
Yeah, I just want your mans to see who you really are before I put this whole
exactly. So then when I ask him to come work for me, you know what I mean? I've already shown him loyalty and love.
So
it's already real business.
So what does that mean? Does that now mean Bumpy has complete control over the connect? Do him and Chin still work together, or is now or now are they gonna have to come through Bumpy to get all the sayings?
No, I don't feel like that, because that's never gonna happen. Remember that every time he goes to the connect, he always say the so and so's would kill us for that. So whoever they getting it from, however they doing it over there and getting it over here, there's still another person controlling that. They've always said, the connect always said, oh, well, I can't just sell to you because of them. Or I can't sell to you because of this. It ain't always the Italians. It's whoever they dealing with over there.
Well,
Yeah.
it must be Italians they dealing with over there then or something, yo.
Might be that.
Because over there, other than the Italians having some type of control over it, they don't know who they actually giving it over to. All they know is the money coming back.
No, I'm sure they know.
No,
I'm sure. Listen, if that much weight, I got to know where it's going.
They know, but the concerns of just like you got a black French dude working with a white French dude, rules different in France. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
this is the reason why Josephine Baker went over France and lived a whole different type of life than she did in her own country. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why a white guy could already be partnered up with a black guy. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to remember
So it has nothing to do. The French people, I don't think they care that he's selling to a black man. That got something to do with some Italian motherfuckers over there.
That's all I'm saying is they have somebody they got to answer to over there.
Right.
That's why he said, I just can't
no,
rock with you like that.
But no, the people that they was talking about was the Italians that they were already dealing with.
He mentioned people over there too. That's where I got it from.
But that had nothing to do with they gonna kill me over there if I fuck with you. No, that was the Italians here that they were fearful of. That's why once, Bumpy manipulated everything and brought Chen in with him, they was cool. You know what I mean? They was cool with it.
Well, who the hell was he talking about killing them over there?
I thought it was because I thought it was he was talking about the niggas from over there. Because
Yeah.
The Italians from over here, they've been working with Bump. You feel what I'm saying? So he's
right,
already
but that's all that is you getting it from us. You know what I mean? It's different than you getting it from us than you bringing it in yourself. We got that part established.
Well, who was he saying when he said somebody snitching and he said the so and so's? He was not talking about the Italians. He was talking about people from where he was at would kill him.
He talking about the niggas that, you feel me, the French nigga go to.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He was talking about those niggas on the other side of the water would kill him for that. He wasn't talking about the Italians. When Bump just cornered him, he wasn't talking about them. He was talking about the niggas over there.
No, but it wasn't for dealing with niggas. The only ones I was worried about him. The only reason he was fearful for dealing with black dudes was cutting the mob out, for cutting the mob through.
I'm agreeing with that. I'm saying, but he also makes mention of other niggas that he's responsible to over there. He never said when Bump just said about the snitching.
And
he said something about them over there.
I think it's dealing with the mafia on the other side of the water.
I'm saying yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's also like I feel like it's a difference between because the black nigga that works now we got to get it straight. The other French black nigga works for the white man.
Yes.
The white French guy. It's not like, yo, this is my partner. We are one and the same. So it's not viewed as you doing business with this nigga, even though he's a French nigga. It's okay. This French nigga work for him.
Yeah.
It's a different. I can be cool with a nigga working for you because it's almost like he taking orders from he underneath you type shit. I'm cool with that.
He the chemist. He the one that's cutting it up.
He the chemist.
Right. But it's not like.
But he not making the deals.
Right. He not seeing the big end profit that these white men seeing.
Nah, he's not.
You feel what I'm saying?
So I completely, I'm with you on that one, Rocket, because like he said, we know when they first started looking for him, they said, well, we know where his chemist is at.
Right.
His chemist, not his partner.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's his role. I cuts it up, and then the white man, he does all right, we shipping it here, we shipping it there, we gonna put it in this, we gonna put it, yeah. But I can't do this shit without the chemist.
Yeah,
so it's a partnership, but not a partnership.
See what I got out of their relationship was that it's angled like that when they dealing with crackers, especially crackers in America.
Because it gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be that.
But on the real, I didn't see that from them.
Well, I mean, the thing is, one can't exist. The white guy can't exist without the black guy because I'm the one doing the work.
But no, I know he's doing the work. But what I'm saying is the levels, the levels.
He's talking about just the relationship, like
right. The actual levels. I believe the real levels were different than the way it's presented to the Italians. You know what I'm saying? It can't be presented to the Italians like, oh yeah, this my partner, this my guy. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Yeah.
it's almost like
But you see when the snitching shit happened and when Bumpy broke them down, you can see that it was more of a these guys are on this level. You know what I'm saying? Really, actually, in actuality, you know what I'm saying? As much as Chin and Bumpy are on the same level.
Right.
You know what I'm
yeah. Well,
saying?
So what
it's
you were
kind
saying,
of like
Rocket?
it's kind of like when your homeboy fall in love with the neighborhood hoe for real.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And he get outside, you feel me, in front of y'all. Yeah, man, fuck that bitch. I be smacking that little, you know how guys be.
Yo,
You
stop,
feel
yo,
me?
because when
But
as
then he
soon as
get
you
her
said
right
it,
in the
I pictured the
room.
person.
Right. I got
Right.
you. I got you on that. I agree with it, but the difference is when that nigga go in the house and if and he heard and that chick heard that he was talking that shit, it's gonna be a whole argument.
Yeah.
And the police might end up getting called. But
Now that chick already know what time it is, you got something to
right, but
stop
nine
that shit.
times out of
I ain't
10,
worried
but
about what.
no, but in 9 times out of 10 in that situation, listen to what you just said. The nigga that talks that shit, but he really in love with the chick is telling that chick something different than what he presenting on the street. In this situation, it's understood why they got to do that, especially in America dealing with these Italians.
Absolutely. Presentation.
So
Yeah.
I just think it's a little different. I understand the parallel, but the parallel is a little different. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Because
I'm with you.
because the French dude, when they in front of the Italians and he's carrying it like he's his boss, the French dude not going. I mean, the black French dude not gonna look at him strange. He gonna keep his head up and be like, yeah, this.
Yeah, I'm the chemist. Right, I'm the chemist.
Yeah. I'm just a chemist. Yeah, that's all I do. I'm on payroll. Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean?
But really,
We split this shit up, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You can't do this without me, mon ami. You know what I mean?
right.
Whatever, how they say
And
that
I'm the
shit.
best chemist. So even if you go somewhere else, you're not gonna get it cut like this.
Right, exactly. Just like
Levels off.
Just like what's the show Breaking Bad? You know what I mean? He had to go half with you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You understand? But other than that, Malcolm about to catch is coming soon. It's coming soon.
Yeah, he gave a speech, and now the blood's in the water.
He gave the speech. So I don't know if it's gonna be the season finale, but it's coming up to where as though get out of my pocket.
Yeah,
It's
Get your hand
about
out my
time for.
pocket.
It's
Get
about
your hand
time
out
for
my
Malcolm
pocket.
to be
Coming.
gone.
Get your hand out my pocket.
It's sad, yo, because he playing a hell of a Malcolm, shorty.
Yeah.
He's playing the fuck out of Malcolm.
Better than Denzel. And I just saw Denzel's Malcolm X in passing the other day, and he nailed it down. Shorty is playing that Malcolm way better than Denzel.
But once again, I just had this conversation. There's levels to it. When
What
you're
levels?
Okay, when I'm Malcolm X, Denzel Malcolm X, the whole movie is about everything I do. In this series, I have roles and parts. I'm in some, I'm not in some, so it's not as much screen time and camera time.
I get that.
So
I get that.
Can you carry a whole movie by yourself? He probably could because he's killing it.
He
But
can
but to make
carry
the-
a whole movie by itself, but is the movie as big without Denzel Washington? No.
No, it's not. But what I'm just
That's
saying,
the only reason why it was so big because it was Denzel. It was Malcolm X as Denzel. It wasn't Denzel as Malcolm X.
Either way,
it was Malcolm X as Denzel.
You got it. You have to take that caveat though. You have to say, all right, he's in a series. He's doing it every time he's on camera. He kills it. He kills it.
We're in
Can you
season
do it
2
for 2 hours straight?
You can say that for the first 5 episodes of season 1, but we're now in season 2. He appears in every single episode, and he is Malcolm X.
Yeah.
We don't even know this nigga name. His name Malcolm X.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? His name Malcolm. What's that actor name? Malcolm.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
Nah, brother minister.
I might even just call him Brother X.
Right. I might break it down like that's Malik right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's Betty husband.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so he played. Listen, I
So
take
look,
nothing from him. He is killing the Malcolm X role.
Like there was nothing about like watching Denzel playing Malcolm X. There's nothing about that says Malcolm X to me, yo.
Okay.
Like, it's nothing about. Like, once again, I'll say it again. There's a basic Nation of Islam way of delivering a speech. You understand what I'm saying? And if you study any brother, any brother from the Nation of Islam, you can study Farrakhan. You understand what I'm saying? And do a Malcolm X impression. You understand what I'm saying? There's not much different. It's just the way that they deliver their speeches. You know what I mean? It's the way they pattern their words, a certain cadence. You know what I'm saying? So if that dude went in, the dude that looked more like Malcolm than Denzel does, study Farrakhan, we couldn't even tell the difference in this motherfucking performance, y'all. Because it's a basic NOI way of delivering of cadence of delivering the speech, and that's all that I saw from Denzel.
That's where you at with it. I'm gonna tell you, it's still one of his
So
best roles to me.
you basically saying Denzel just pretty much just picked up the little generic box of Islam. I mean not Islam, excuse me,
Nation of
of
Islam.
Nation of Islam. Just the cadence and the flows of the speech. Just picked up the little basic tutorial for it and just bust it out.
Well, yeah, you can say that, but it part of it is off of Malcolm's tree. You know what I'm saying? So for me to say that, it still come out the Malcolm tree. You know what I'm saying? Like when niggas do a reverse in the NBA right now, you know what I mean? The way niggas do the reverse layup, that come out the Jordan tree. You know what I mean? Which came out the Dr. J tree. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, it's just a basic. It's just a basic way to the way that they deliver it. The good speakers in the Nation of Islam deliver their speeches. Basic cadence of how they do that thing, and that's all I saw from Denzel. Like I got a homeboy Jamal I went to college with, talk just like that. That's just how he talk, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like he was real big in the security ministry in the Nation of Islam, and like I said, I love watching Denzel act. You know what I'm saying? But he just Denzelling, yo. He just Denzelling. You know what I mean? And like,
But the formula works.
of course,
So I'm not gonna downplay him just because the formula works.
I'm not downplaying
Yeah, I don't think
Denzel's
he's down
acting.
playing.
I'm saying comparing delivery of being Malcolm X. Main Man is a better Malcolm X than Denzel.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yo. When I look at you on the screen, bro, it's like I feel like I'm literally looking at Malcolm.
Exactly. Exactly. And then when they and if we didn't know Forrest Whitaker, let's say like Forrest Whitaker was as unknown as Main Man. And the way they showed the Bumpy Johnson picture, how he faded into the joint, but Forrest would be Bumpy Johnson, even though he's become Bumpy Johnson. Every time we watch this, we saying Bumpy Johnson, not Forrest Whitaker. That's another reason that we know he killing it. You know what I mean? We've seen Forrest Whitaker in 1,000 different roles, but he Bumpy Johnson now when that show come on.
He is.
You know what I mean? But also, if you look at the real Bumpy Johnson when they faded into Forrest Whitaker, they look enough alike that if we didn't know Forrest Whitaker, that nigga would be Bumpy Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
More than Lawrence Fishburne. You know what I mean?
And I also think that the light skin factor of the guy who playing Malcolm it plays a little bit into it.
A dead
all
ringer.
that kind of shit.
I
A
stated,
dead ringer.
I stated that him looking more like Malcolm X does play a part into that. You know what I mean? It plays a huge part into it. But his acting and his delivery is not lacking at no moment in the role. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not leaning on him just looking like him.
Got you. I know. I completely agree. Like
Right? It's a
I'm
perfect
not-
emergence of him looking like him,
Yes.
and a powerful
his mannerisms, the way he looks, the way he talks, like his whole everything is brother minister, and I
They
give you
doing a
that.
damn. They doing a damn good. Whoever the production crew is,
That
they
is the
doing a
casting.
damn
It's the
good job.
casting.
It's the casting, but I'm talking about even just like, all right, take when he's sitting down giving that speech, the intensity of that moment.
Yeah.
The intensity of the moment when his wife, when he walking on her, sitting down reading his speech, and he like, damn, you really reading it? Like, what's the word? She like, yo, that shit magnificent.
Right, but it's gonna get
He
you
like, yo,
bodied.
yeah, he like, yo, that shit, I can't fuck with it because, something might happen to y'all. She like, man, do that shit.
Right.
That moment was intense.
Yeah. It was.
I watch plenty of shows, yo. I'm not real emotionally tied when it comes to like watching movies and series and stuff.
Right.
Not gonna hold you, yo. These Malcolm clips you'll be having be pulled in and be intense with the moment.
Uh-huh.
That's why I said for me, yo, that's how I know he really working that shit.
Yeah, he
He
drilling that
giving
shit.
listen.
Definitely drilling that.
He tip top to me, yo. He's a monster. You know what I'm saying? Him and Forrest. But then again, that's what that whole conversation we was having about how, you know, when he was like do the verses, yo, it'd be Denzel versus Lawrence Fishburne or Denzel versus Samuel. We always forget Forrest because it's just a foregone, you know, thing. But Forrest Whitaker plays a lot of different roles, and he plays the shit out of them.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely
But
body
but
everything.
but which one has he really stamped? Like he plays damn well in a lot of shit.
Well, you gotta be an avid movie watcher to really, because a lot of his best performances were in movies that are not really a part of pop culture. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and most people are familiar with movies that are part of pop culture. But when you start going
Right.
on outside of that, like last King of Scotland and shit like
That
that,
shit was
you
crazy.
know what I mean? When you start getting into and stuff like that, where that's kind of considered his seminal performance, and the average moviegoer never watched it. You know what I mean? That's when you
Right.
start getting into, you know what I mean, that conversation. But so with that being said, people say that like Last King of Scotland was like his seminal performance that showed like he the shit as an actor, like he the shit. You know what I'm saying? When he became Idi Amin.
That shit was nutty. He was like, yo, he had me, yo. He was the last king of Scotland. Now he's the Godfather of Harlem. He do it.
And then they said the accent, like I was watching a YouTube video one time that breaks down like movie and television accents. Sidebar, they did one for The Wire too, but they was talking about how he nailed that particular African accent down, like he nailed it down.
He did.
You know what I mean? But the funny part was they said that they don't see how he messed the one up in Black Panther so bad. Like like they don't know where that shit came from.
I didn't think he
You know
did
what I
bad
mean?
in Black Panther.
Well, the linguistics, like, I mean, to us, you know what I mean, just listening to it, you know what I mean, a funny African accent is a funny African accent.
No,
but
my
I'm just saying
my stepfather African, so I'm used
but
to hearing
but
it.
the linguistics expert, you know what I mean, was
Right.
saying that particular one, like he made that, like that Forrest just made that one up himself, like he just came up with it himself, you know what I mean. But as far as if I was to say who the greatest black actor is of all time, like who would y'all say? Top three. Male. We say black male actors.
Denzel,
So you Denzel the GOAT?
he like
Is Denzel the GOAT?
it's hard to say.
It's
You
hard to
can't just do
debate. It's hard to
that
debate
because
that.
you've had a
Is Denzel the GOAT?
You got Lawrence Fishburne, who's fucking ridiculous. You talking about Ike Turner, baby?
Yeah.
You talking about Morpheus?
And Lawrence kind of on his Samuel L. shit right now too. Like he not really turning down a lot of roles. Like he taking like you if you go on like Netflix or motherfucking or Amazon Prime Video.
Yeah, he be
like,
in a
you gonna
lot
see,
of-
you
he
gonna
be in
see
a
a
lot
whole
of
lot of Lawrence Fishburne movies
nigga movies.
that definitely ain't come out. No, they don't necessarily be nigga movies. He playing a lot of movies like crossover like B movies. No.
Okay, B listers.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think for me.
Nigga movie is a whole different category.
You right,
Trust me.
you right, you
Trust
right,
me on
you
that.
right.
Nigga movie is a whole different category.
But I'm saying from where Lawrence Fishburne came from, Cowboy Curtis on Pee Wee's Playhouse to Morpheus, that's a big jump.
nah, he came from
Cornbread Earl and me.
cornbread.
That was child acting. I'm talking about just from talking about being as an adult.
Right.
To go from Pee Wee's Playhouse, that's some silly ass shit, to being Morpheus in the Matrix, to being Ike Turner. You know what I mean? And I mean getting Ike Turner down cold, down to the stutter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's big shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that nigga always playing a dark skinned nigga. That shit be kind of phony, yo.
Ooh.
Lawrence Fishburne, yo play Ike, yo play Bumpy, they just light washed the shit out of them roles, yo. I mean, he did his thing, yo. He did his thing, but they light washed them motherfuckers, yo.
It's no different. They got Denzel to play Frank Lucas. He looked like Jay-Z. You ever seen Frank Lucas for real?
Yeah, but they definitely got
He's
like
light as a motherfucker.
they definitely got no Frank.
He
Lucas
ain't Lonzo
light.
Ball. I mean, but he
No,
ain't,
Frank Lucas ain't light at all, yo.
dog. I looked him in the face when he was talking on the phone. Of motherfucking what's his name?
Look him up real quick. Frank Lucas.
Frank Lucas. He's not a dark skinned dude by any stretch.
And Denzel not really dark skinned. Yo, like a brown skinned caramel type nigga. Pause. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Denzel is dark as niggas really think he is. So.
That motherfucker is light brown.
This complexion right here.
He's more Lawrence Fishburne than goddamn Denzel.
Nah. Nah. They closer. They definitely closer in complexion than Bumpy Johnson and
I get that, but what I'm saying is he is definitely not a dark brown person.
They like a half a shade off, yo. Them niggas like a half a shade off. Denzel's son way darker than him because
He is.
Because Denzel's wife is darker than Denzel.
I'm just saying he's a darker complexion where they could have found.
I didn't see. Nah, you trying too hard to. All right, when you go from two.
Look at that picture. That man is brown, completely brown skin. That other guy is a lighter complexion. Okay.
Frank Lucas not light skinned, yo. I would never see Frank Lucas say he light skinned.
I just said he ain't.
You see Lawrence Fishburne, you say he light skinned.
Like I said, yo.
I'm just saying that they definitely light washed them roles. I mean, it's all good. They just like they light washed Muddy Waters, yo. You know what I mean? The real Muddy Waters was black. You know what I mean? They had my man Peoples Hernandez playing Muddy Waters, even though they did try to darken his face up with the makeup a little tiny bit. But you know what I mean? White people, you know what I mean? They starting to cast now. They cast a lot different now than they did even 10 years ago because they didn't care about complexion back in the day. You know what I mean? If it's a black person, they black. We don't care what complexion. Matter of fact, we'd rather make them light. Now you have more black people involved in the whole process. So they telling the casting people like, you know, that complexion shit means something in the black community. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got to think we was going from getting pimps, criminals, and other shit. So any nigga could play that too. All right, we're gonna star this person. We're gonna this and that. Yeah, when they started taking us more seriously and giving us more serious roles, then yeah, you got to start connecting the dots.
Yeah, just like Chadwick Goldman playing Thurgood Marshall. I didn't agree with that casting. That shit was silly to me. Like at no time while I'm watching that movie am I absorbing Thurgood Marshallness. I'm just not absorbing Thurgood Marshallness, yo. It's not happening, yo. Like they can call that man Thurgood as much as they want to in that movie. I'm like, that's Chadwick.
But he actually still played a hell of a role. So the casting was off, but the acting was on.
That's what saves movies. Acting saves movies. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean. At the end of the day, it was a terrible casting. It was an awful casting. Yeah, but what you think about this? We going.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
So we gonna keep going.